Welcome back to Good Morning La La Land with Jezlan Moyet. She's a beauty, a beauty, a beauty.
You're a beauty, and I feel so weird that the tables have been turned up.
I'm flipping the script on you today. Yes, okay. I've been so excited to do this because this is your 1-year anniversary. 810 guests, 245 shows. That's a big deal. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. To tell you the truth, it's absolutely a little bit overwhelming.
I bet.
Just to be able to sit back and reflect on all that we've accomplished as a team. I'm just incredibly proud and honored to be a part of this show.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to interview you. I think we're going to go right to a clip right now, and then I'm going to come back and interview you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm a television host, and this is my life. From a real girl growing up to Michigan, to the runways all over the world and the red carpets of Hollywood, I've been to the most exotic places and talked to some of the most interesting people. But I've been through it. Yeah, that's life, right? It happens to the best of us. It's not all glitz, it's not all glam. And my goal is just to be ready for it, to be ready for anything, whether it's a traumatic accident or Mother Nature, if you will. My goal is to make the best of it, to talk to those interesting people, to stay inspired, and to bring you with me to those places, to those people. And this is my life.
Welcome back. We are at Good Morning La La Land with Jezlan Moyet. That was a beautiful clip. You kind of teared up in that.
I did.
Clip. Tell me a little bit about why you teared up in that clip.
Well, that was my very first day at Focus TV. I was brought in to be a guest, and I totally got put on the spot because the executive producer said, we do these series called My Life. And for me, I was just kind of coming out of this dark tunnel, this trap I'd been in for years and years. And I thought, I'm just coming back to myself. And I wasn't really quite ready to share that story yet. And so it was a little overwhelming when the camera was on and I had to get kind of real and raw. And as much as I wanted to connect with the audience, it was still a really scary thing for me.
Now, have you been able to connect regarding what you were thinking about then?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've talked a lot about it on the show. In my personal journey of healing, I suffer from a condition called chronic regional pain syndrome, otherwise known as reflex sympathetic dystrophy. And I had an accident 5.5 years ago that changed the entire course of my life. And through that, though, I was able to do a ton of self-reflection. I wasn't able to work or really connect. I wasn't myself for a very long time. And through this show, I've kind of come back to me, you know, and really got to explore myself and what my purpose is. And it's just been so validating.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks.
So I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Tell me about your international modeling career. At what age did you start? Some of your viewers want to know this.
Sure.
What age did you start? They wanted to know where you've traveled, what your favorite place was, and why.
Well, I would say my favorite place in the world is probably Paris. Paris to me is magical. And I don't mean to sound cliche in the slightest, but if you've been there and you've walked those cobblestone streets and you've had that French baguette, you get it.
And you're French.
And I am French. And that's kind of where my fashion journey began. In another cliche moment, I was at the Galerie Lafayette and I was walking through this aisle of gorgeous gowns, and the designer just so happened to be there. I was 17 years old and I had saved up all the money I had for my first job at the Cracker Barrel. And so I could take myself to France. And I had this moment where they discovered me. And he said, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Try on these dresses and put on the shoes. And he said, stay in this model's apartment. I called my mom on a payphone, a calling card. And she said, you've got to finish school. You have to get an education that you can do what you want. So I went to school. I got a degree in broadcast journalism. 4 days after I got my degree, packed up a U-Haul, drove cross country, no job, no apartment. I was just going to make it work. I was coming to Los Angeles. And that's what I did. I came here. I got totally distracted in fashion, got a great agent, ended up working based here in Los Angeles, went to Asia, lived in Beijing for a while, spent some time in Mexico, worked there. And, it's just been a very interesting journey for me. And kind of getting to build my own business and travel the world. But there came a point where I thought, you know what? I want more than this.
Yes.
I want to build a business for myself. I have a voice.
Well, I'm going to ask you something really quick.
Sure.
To that career, you did a movie called Animal Among Us.
I did do a movie called Animal Among Us.
Yes, and I'm curious to know how you got that and what the audition process was like for you in that.
That's a super interesting and very personal story. So Animal Among Us is very near and dear to my heart, and I had no idea she was going to be talking about this.
I did my research.
So it's super interesting. When I got hurt, I wasn't able to work. And my partner at the time, John Woodruff,
You're going to make me cry.
who was the producer and director, it was his very first feature film. And he was so supportive in helping me and driving me to all these doctor's appointments and really being my right hand. It was an opportunity for me to contribute to him and his world and his dream and bring his vision to life. And because I understood it on such a deep, intimate level, I was able to do that. So
Wow.
I said, you know what, let me dedicate this time and my creative energy to you and to this project. And so we made his first feature film, Animal Among Us, 15 days in Ohio, 3 days here in Los Angeles.
Wow.
We had, 6-time Emmy Award-winning actress, Larissa Olenek, who was Alex Mack, Christian Oliver, you might remember him from Speed Racer and Babysitters Club. And it's been an incredible journey just to witness that for him as an independent filmmaker. For me as a support and creatively as a production designer, it was a really cool opportunity. It's not as easy as one would have hoped, but it was incredibly rewarding and we're really excited. So hopefully publicly we'll be able to announce the official distribution deals soon.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing it. I'm going to go check that out.
Thank you.
So what, well, first of all, are you single? I don't even know that. Your viewers wanted to know this. Is she single? Is she single? I said, okay, I don't know. Let me ask.
She's exploring opportunities.
Okay, you heard that. She's exploring. And what would your perfect situation look like?
You know what? That's not even something I could truly answer because I think there is no perfect situation.
Amen.
And I think for me, it's being truly loved, truly accepted, truly supported, understood, forgiven, and somebody who wants to build this life and this empire with me.
A partner.
A partner.
Yeah.
A partner.
And okay, so to that, what would he look like?
What would he look like?
Yeah.
He might be a little Chris Pine, I like him a little rough, a little scruff.
Okay, Gerard Butler, maybe?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay, so switching gears, a lot of people direct message me about your beauty routine. They wanted to know, what does she do to her hair and her face, her skin? What is your top 3 beauty secrets?
My top 3 beauty secrets?
Yes.
Well, number 1, I would say is my supplements and how I take care of myself from the inside out. So special thanks to one of our guests, Dr. J's Naturals. I've been taking her detox supplement, and probiotics, turmeric, things like that to really just try and keep me as healthy from the inside to help with the skin. I'm obsessed with my face masks. Pure Lise has been great. Jen Yen. She's been a cool part of the Focus community here. I love her products. She's got a great detox mud mask, and I'm obsessed with her BB cream, so I use that on my face every day.
And you use sunscreen every day?
Oh, of course.
And what's your workout routine? You have a statuesque, beautiful body. What do you do to keep in shape?
Thank you very much. Well, one of our guests, Ryan Davis, he has been so generous and so supportive with his time and his effort and his talent. He's been training me a couple times a week and really helping because I do have an injury and it really limits what I'm able to do physically. So it's been an interesting way of me kind of getting back to get fit. So I do a lot of cardio mostly. I like to do some bar classes, Pilates. I'm a closet Pilates freak. I love Pilates.
Pilates is good for the core.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. So I'm going to ask you 5 fun facts. Okay. So who's your celebrity crush? I think you just mentioned him.
Chris Pine. Totally.
Okay. Chris Pine. You heard it here.
Totally.
That's cute. Your favorite song?
My favorite song of the moment when you Panic at the Disco, High Hopes, because I really relate to it right now. It's like my personal anthem. You have to have high hopes for a living. Even when you don't know how you're going to figure it out.
You're right.
You have to have high hopes.
I love asking these questions because I get to learn more about like the musicians out there and the books and the movies. What's your favorite book?
Favorite book, I would have 2. One would be Barbara Walters' Audition. For me, as a media personality, I really, truly appreciated how real and authentic she was in telling her personal story. It really resonated with me. And the second favorite book would be The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
That's a great book. It's a great book. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, probably Moulin Rouge. I'm a huge Nicole Kidman fan.
So what advice would you give your younger self?
To love myself first. To take better care of myself. I think I wish I would have done that more. And
when you say I wish I would have done that more, what is it that you didn't do that
I don't think I ever was very balanced in my 20s. I think, and that's still
You're out of your 20s?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's just unbelievable.
But I think that's something I still struggle with is I'm very much a yes person. I'm very giving. And I wish I would have maybe rested a little bit more, invested a little bit more in my personal like self-discovery and healing at an earlier age.
Like rescue you.
Rescue me.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to rescue everyone else in hopes that that would rescue me, right? Love them so much, help everyone else so much. Then somebody will recognize how amazing I am and the value I have, and they'll help me rather than me recognizing the value within myself or honoring that I am enough. I put the power outside of me for a long time. So I wish I would have harnessed that and really embraced it and gave it a nap every now and again.
I think that's great advice for people watching, to take care of you first. You know, I think a lot of people do that and they become depleted.
And resentful.
And resentful. And so that's great advice. Yeah.
Thank you.
And so what's up next for you?
Like I said earlier, I'm open to opportunity. I'm so excited to continue the show, to build our brand, to build my personal brand. I'm launching my own website very soon. I'm really excited.
What is that?
Jezlan.com.
Oh, I love that.
I got a single domain and a single Instagram handle, which is a huge win.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm really excited because I'm going to do some partnerships, guest design a few items, and really give the world an opportunity to kind of get to know me, what I love, and a platform for me to share that.
And some of those things are, I read on that site, fashion, food, products.
Exactly.
You really like
opportunities to give back.
Yeah. And what is your charity? Who do you give to?
Who do I give to?
Your charity. Like, what are your charitable things that you
Good morning, LaLa.
Okay. That's the number one.
Honestly, this is my charity.
I know you're always giving back. And so it's just a wonderful thing. I see you do that every day and on the air. And I know how hard you've worked on this show.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you're an amazing person. So thank you for allowing me the opportunity to interview you and get to know you a little bit better.
It's my honor, Corey.
You're a blessing.
Thank you.